This is Sound Off, Louisiana's premier television sports show. Coming to you from Barstool Sportsbook at L'Auberge Lake Charles. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Welcome in. So glad you stopped by to what we call Sound Off.
This
Coming
is the
to you
place.
from Barstool Sportsbook at L'Auberge. That is Mr. Kevin Guidry in a much better mood this week. Scooter Hobbs not here this week.
We'll discuss more into that, okay?
You will do that.
Yes,
Rick
we
Serro
will.
here, and I am ecstatic
Are you
that
really?
my Saints prediction of a 6-0 start is still alive and intact.
It's still alive, but I
It's
don't know
still
how
alive.
it will be, though, okay?
Hanging
It's
on
still
by a
alive.
thread.
It's still
All right,
alive, though.
we got a jammed up show tonight. Both McNeese and LSU played
Yeah.
very different level of competition. We won't get heavy into the games.
No.
We'll talk a little bit about the overview for the Tigers and the Cowboys. Another tough week for the SEC's elite. I'm talking about maybe the upper tier.
is.
That would be the Tide and the
yeah.
Aggies. That's going to be a fun discussion.
gonna be a really
And a few
fun
surprises from week one in the NFL. Not a surprise as we start in the Superdome that the Saints beat the Tennessee Titans 16-15. I know what you're thinking. It was a close game. Both of them coming off 7 and 10 years. I think evenly matched, but New Orleans got the dub. They did what they had to do to get the dub, and that's what's important.
And Rick, you know, I'm going to kind of give the New
What?
Orleans Saints a little bit of a nod and everything. I should have went to the game because I was right there in Baton Rouge, but
Should've.
we should have drove down to New Orleans. But let me say this, and you know, I've been giving CARR pretty much
That would be Derek Carr.
Derek Carr,
the
pretty much
new
a hard time.
all-pro
But let me
quarterback
say
for the
this,
New
though,
Orleans
Rick,
Saints.
But let me say this.
Yes.
What Derek Carr has to do, and he's got to realize now, you've got a lot of veteran guys in that locker room.
Yeah.
You can't
And he's
make.
not?
You can't make.
And
the
he's
mistake-
not a veteran?
But that's my point I'm finna make. You cannot make that mistake that you made of a rookie.
And you know what he said
That
after
was
the
a
game?
rookie mistake.
And you know what he said after the game? Stupid. He said it was stupid.
And
he owned up to it.
You can't force those issues, man.
He knows
because
that.
You got veteran guys in that room saying, "Hey, dude, just give us a chance.
Big-
Don't start that now, Derek."
I don't want to be a mouthpiece for Derek Carr, but you're forcing me
no,
to.
he's
What
the
did
new
he say
Tom
after
Brady
the
to you.
game?
He's a new Tom Brady to you, okay?
I'm just saying
Somewhat.
he's a good quarterback. What did he say after the game? Big team, little me. You know what that means?
I
He's
know what
big
it
on
means.
team,
I know what it
little
means.
on personal stats.
I know what it means.
Give
But look,
one game. One game.
And
Look,
Rick-
look at his numbers. 23 out of 33, 305 yards, a touch, and a pick.
was the Tennessee Titans secondary that good? Do you know any of the
They're
guys
not
in the Tennessee
great against the secondary.
Do you know any of them? I don't. I
They're
don't
kind
know
of a
none of
no-name
them.
team. No-name team.
I don't know
got
none
it.
of them, Rick.
I got it. But they're number one last year against the rush.
Derek Carr will get me when he plays somebody that's within their division. I will see then that he's
The rest
a
of
heck
the
of a
division pretty
Well,
much sucks. They got Carolina coming up
Yeah,
next.
they do. And the thing
Well, the
about
Bucks did win,
Yeah.
which was a shocker.
But he's probably the oldest. As to what the point you was making a week ago.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
probably the oldest out of the
Yeah.
the division and everything. But my thing is this, Rick. He doesn't have to be a superstar. You've got some talent. And I mean,
And he wasn't
Michael
trying to
Thomas,
be.
is he back? I mean, is he
looked
back?
good.
He looked good,
Look,
man.
Half of Derek Carr's incompletions, and he had 10, half
Yeah.
of them were between 10 and 20 yards. So he's
They
trying
were.
to push the ball
They were.
downfield. We try to push the ball downfield.
Yeah.
Odds
But-
of completion are going to be a bit reduced, right?
They are.
You know, you get the
They
little
are,
short
Rick.
dump
They are.
passes any
But
time.
You've got, looking at that Saints receiving core, you've got some weapons, Rick.
Shaheed?
Derek Carr doesn't see it. He's the
Olave?
man. He's the man, bro. He's the man, bro. I'm telling
Look,
you.
Speaking of that, and I'm not ragging on offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael, but I'm ragging on Pete Carmichael. I wasn't impressed with the play calling, but it's easy as Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah.
What I really was disappointed in is his use or uncreative use of Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is a weapon.
That
He
kind of
is a
surprised
weapon,
Rick. That
and
kind of surprised me.
They put him in that wildcat, and
And
they
you knew
run
they was
it
going to run.
every time.
You knew they was going to run. The defense just stacked the box on that. But I'm kind of surprised as to what's going to happen to him, Rick. Being that Derek Carr is now there. I mean, is he going to get his reps that he got before, even when Drew Brees was there?
I think I think they need to put Hill back there and let him throw it. Keep at the threat of throwing.
Keep the defense honest because
Yeah.
they know he can also run.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Rick. I don't know.
Something
I don't know.
creative. He's too good to be just
I totally agree, Rick.
playing special
So,
teams.
They're
going to
have to figure that out, Rick,
All
soon.
right, so the Saints defenders, look, this defense picked up where they left off last
They
year.
did, Rick. Not
I
defense.
mean, they were fourth against the pass last year. Marshawn Lattimore, all the cornerbacks.
Lattimore's your guy. Lattimore's your guy.
3 picks.
Yeah. He had their best
Block
receiver
punt,
and locked him down.
To me, that's 4 turnovers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were middle of the road last year with turnovers. Not a good turnover team last year. And they got 4 of them.
I was okay with the rush, but I thought that it could be a lot better.
You mean pressure on the quarterback?
The pressure.
I don't know, man.
I thought it. But
they got to Tannehill. They got to Tannehill at least 5 times, and they were beating on his head and his shoulder.
Tannehill is what? That's what his 5th game, Rick. You know, that's his 5th game.
Tannehill is 34, 35 years old. He's not.
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback. Is he great? No. Is he elite?
No,
not by any stretch.
No.
He's solid for what Tennessee needs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying, Rick. I guess I'm looking at the game based on the opponent. You know, and Tennessee.
Mike Vrabel is a good coach.
He's a good
solid physical team.
He's got a team. But if you notice that team, Rick, that team is a smash mouth team because of their running back. They're not somebody that's going to light it up, Rick. They're not going to light it up.
5 field goals, Kevin.
They're not going to light it up.
5 field goals with Derek Carr and DeAndre Hopkins.
That's what I'm saying.
2 superstars.
Yeah.
And that defense held them to just 5 field goals.
I agree.
That's pretty strong, man.
I agree.
Come on,
but
give them their due. That's strong.
You had Lattimore on Hop. So
Hopkins.
He shut him down, Rick.
He
Honestly,
did.
He shut him. The first half, he had 4 catches for 26 yards.
I don't know what he had. But I know
first half,
those
he shut him down that
look,
much.
What impressed me was secondary coverage, physical, contested
It was, Rick.
throws.
It was tight. It was.
Veteran moves and veteran throws by Derek Carr. I don't care what you say, okay?
I'm saying it was
and
good.
And the little guy, Brian Coupe, the kicker. He hit a 52-yarder.
Rick, can you believe there are kickers still missing extra points?
Hey, I'll have a
what
word.
is going on?
Will Lutz. Remember him?
Wow.
I had lunch at the Max Bar and Grill in Westlake last week. I opted for the grilled cheese crawfish sandwich
good.
And the wedgie fries, but you can't go wrong with anything on the menu. From steaks to burgers to seafood, po' boys, salads, and apps. And let's give some love to the excellent staff. Great service
great
to go
job.
with great food and drinks at the Max Bar and Grill at the National in Westlake.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at L'Auberge Lake Charles.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Refreshing flavors. Crisp taste. Crafted with soul. Always refreshing. Always diferente. What's bugging you?
Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
Bowie Outfitters is ready to get you prepped up for the upcoming teal season. Check out their selection of Sitka lightweight waterfowl gear in marsh or timber camo. They've got a wide range of backpacks and wader storage bags on sale. In need of new decoys, see the Higdon Green Wing or Blue Wing Teal decoy starting at $54.99. And it wouldn't be a Bowie Outfitters sale without a shotgun sale. The Beretta A300 Outlander 12 gauge for $799.99. And for the young'uns, a wide selection of Stoger 12 gauge shotguns on sale for between $530 and $630, all at Bowie Outfitters in Lake Charles. Welcome back to Sound Off here at Barstool Sportsbook.
Yes.
Where it is happy hour. That would be Monday through Thursday. You can get $5 draft beers, $8 cocktails, and a very special menu from Chef Lau right here at
Some of
Barstool.
the best food in town right here by
food,
Chef
great
Lau.
food. All right. we knew the outcomes of LSU McNeese. We knew McNeese was going to lose big. We knew LSU was going to win big. Let's start in Gainesville, the Swamp, the Cowboys' first ever visit, sold-out stadium. They had that LED thing going on at the top after every one of their scores.
But you know what?
49-7. 49-7. No offense. Gave up what, I don't know, 640,000 million yards to the Gators.
They did.
But if you have to find a but, Gary Goff said on Monday.
But it's got to be a good
It's
but.
a good
right?
but. He said they played hard. He didn't see that urgency and that fight in the second half when they started to get down to Tarleton. He saw it in this game.
Yeah.
They didn't give up. And I saw the same thing. That defense played hard. And the offense, they played hard.
But you know, Rick,
They
when you look at this game and you look at Tarleton, you know, Tarleton was the home opener. That was a game that put you behind the gun.
Yeah.
And I think the players knew that playing the way they played because
They
it's
needed
like,
to win that one.
Exactly, Rick. But going down to Gainesville, Rick, it's like, hey, look, we're not expected to walk out of here with a W.
No.
So, Rick, I guess their emotions, I think the best thing that could have happened for the McNeese Cowboys was to go into an environment like that and see what it's like, man. To play in a place like that, that would be the biggest crowd they will ever play in front of, Rick,
course.
this year probably.
Yeah.
So
No, it is.
to me, that's a plus for them. And to have handled it the way they did, when they get into a big game, Rick, they're not going to be surprised when the lights come on.
All right, I got you with that.
Okay?
I'll go with you
So
there.
I think
I'll go with you there.
I think that's good for the Cowboys,
and
man.
the physicality of playing
Yes.
against a 250-pound linebacker that runs like a wide receiver, according to Gary Goff, that will help them down the line.
It will.
I thought the Cowboys' defensive players, they tackled really well at the point of contact.
Yeah.
When they hit the guy, they wrapped up the Gator pretty well.
Yeah.
Now, did they get some yards after catches and runs?
Some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought that was impressive to me.
And Rick, I think that's a good point you make. But
And that's playing hard.
When you look at going down the season and playing each game, Rick, you have to find things that's going to educate you and your team on how you can get better. Yeah. Florida, to me, was a bonus for the McNeese Cowboys because now we know the level of competition we've got to play up to. Because what we've been playing, guys, this is what it takes to win.
Yes. The unknowns for McNeese, and we'll get on LSU in a minute, the unknowns are still very apparent.
They are.
Because we still don't know about this offense.
That offense is not working yet, Rick. It
is.
clicked.
Obviously, they didn't do anything against
It
the
has
Gators.
not clicked yet, Rick.
The key thing and if you were watching the game like I did, I'm wondering, okay, why is it Goff getting a little bit more trickery, a little more motion? I mean, kind of confused the Gators defense a little.
That was no
Well, he
need.
admitted earlier in the week
that was no
he
need.
didn't play his entire offense.
No.
He kept it very vanilla because he wanted Glance to be under control and not getting hit.
Yeah.
Because he needs him for the rest
he
of
does.
the season.
Yeah.
So he played very vanilla,
Yeah.
which kind of surprised me a little bit there.
Well, Rick, do you want to show your hand against a team like Florida? I mean, come on. You got conference play you got to get into.
Okay,
so
I'll go here. You're going to lose a game
You don't
anyway.
want to show that. Yeah.
You're going to lose a game anyway.
You don't want to show that hand, Rick.
But you know, they gave up a lot of yards. They didn't do a lot on offense. The next couple of weeks, this offense has to come alive.
Rick, it has to. And you know, I'm saying to myself, Gary and the staff has got to know what it's going to take to make this offense function the way that it should to be successful. Because Rick, you know now, we've been looking at this offense now for what, a year and a half? Close to 2 years.
And hadn't seen the real offense.
Hadn't seen it yet, Rick. So,
all right, hold that thought. All right, LSU and Grambling. And Thursday night show, we'll preview Alcorn, and of course we'll preview LSU Mississippi State. I don't think the storyline was Jaden Daniels going nuts. I don't think them scoring 10 touchdowns on 10 possessions.
No.
I think it was the changes that Les Miles and that staff put in, moving Harold Perkins around, putting Lance Hurd in a rotation on that offensive line, and Logan Diggs starting at running back. I think what he's trying to do is tweak that starting line.
He needs to find out, Rick, who's going to be his guys when he need them. Because
He needs to find the right combination.
Exactly, Rick. Right now, he doesn't know, Rick. And I'm telling you,
Well, I think he knows the core.
The wide
I think he knows the
receivers,
core.
what I was talking about was what we were starting to see that's coming out now. These guys can play. But like I said before, guys, when you give Daniels time to throw the ball, he's going to hurt you. He's going to hurt you. Florida State did not give this kid time to throw the ball. They was in his face, Rick.
Okay, all right.
And I mean, granted, Rick, that's Grambling, love Grambling, but he had time to throw the ball, Rick.
Yeah,
Grambling
I
could
don't
not.
know, man.
Well,
First couple series, Grambling had that defense.
We were all excited. You know how it was, Rick. You know. But
Grambling had 230 yards in first three drives.
Grambling moved the ball. I think the defense was kind of like, you know, okay, because granted, most teams you find out of the SWAC, you're going to find a team that's going to be skill set in certain positions that
Oh,
they match up equally with anybody in the country.
I got you.
Rick.
You're right about that.
You
You're
know,
right about that. All right, look, Denver Harris, this much maligned cornerback transfer out of Texas A&M, got in some action.
He did.
They're going to need him. That secondary is
Chestnut did not play.
Yeah, it's
he
iffy,
did not
man.
play, and
it is
I mean,
iffy.
I don't like knocking guys, but I mean, the move they made should have been done in the game against Florida State, Rick. I mean, he played the entire game. He did not. I didn't see him step on the field.
Well, Denver Harris,
I didn't see
what he
him step
can
on the
do.
field. Yeah.
Zy Alexander, you still have the former Iowa kid, Andre Sam, making tackles back there.
He was there. He was there
They
playing.
need depth. They need some people to step up. And
when I look,
how do you help the secondary? You're a former quarterback in the SEC.
Me?
How do you help them?
You find you a Michael Brooks?
The front seven.
You find you a Michael Brooks?
That defensive line has to get after those quarterbacks.
They have to. And, you know, they're going to have to find a way to make Perkins be effective, Rick. And they still tweaking and doing it. But, guys, you have to go. I'm thinking they wanting this guy to be a Devin White. He's not a Devin White. Let's just accept that. Each guys have different skill sets, Rick. You got to move him, Rick.
Some Texas Longhorn says the SEC, they ain't ready for us.
That's what they say, Rick.
We'll talk about that and more when we come back to Barstool right here on.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
Frozen faces, burnt hot dogs, finding silver linings in every season. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Miller time.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Offer a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to homeowner preferences no matter where they are. Uncompromising, unmistakable Luxair. Learn how to become a Luxair dealer by visiting Solar Supply Luxair.
Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Refreshing flavors. Crisp taste. Crafted with soul. Always refreshing. Always diferente.
Bowie Outfitters ready to get you prepped and ready for the upcoming teal season. Check out their selection of Sitka lightweight waterfowl gear. It comes in marsh and also timber camo. They got a wide range of other supplies like backpacks and storage bags on sale. If you need some decoys for teal season, the Hingden green and blue wing teal decoys on sale, $54.99. How about a Beretta A300 Outlander 12-gauge shotgun down to $799.99? And for the youngins out there going teal hunting, a wide selection of Stoger 12-gauge shotguns on sale between 5:30 and 6:30, all at Bowie's in Lake Charles. All right, welcome back to Barstool. We are sound off. That's Guidry. Hobbs is off this week. Sarah right here. The SEC's upper tier is having a bit of a shaky start. In particular now, Alabama on the losing end at home to the Texas Longhorns, 34-24. Again, like last week, let's pump the brakes on the Longhorns.
Texas better calm down, man.
They didn't blow Alabama away.
Calm down, Texas, okay? Please.
Now, look.
Calm down.
They did snap Nick Saban's 57-game win streak against non-conference opponents. He hadn't lost since 2007. 57 straight non-conference.
What does that tell you, Rick? Really?
And Steve Sarkisian is the first
former
coach to beat him at home.
Beat him at home, Rick.
So there's some little layers in this story.
So let me say this, Rick.
For Texas.
As you can see, Bryce Young is not there anymore. Okay, guys, so pump the brakes, y'all. Nick Saban's going to fix this situation, I promise you, okay? And
I don't know if he can at quarterback. I don't know. I don't know who he is on the bench that's going to play better than this Milroe guy.
Rick, he played
He's
someone
an
against
athlete,
LSU.
but he needs time.
And I mean, he was successful against us, but he just didn't seem like he knew the offense.
Well, he struggled. And look, when you've got,
And that's not like
when you've
an
got
Alabama
a young
quarterback.
learning quarterback against a veteran, more like Quinn Ewers,
Yeah.
he had a great game.
He did.
He looked like a first-round NFL
He
pick.
did, Rick.
He did. I mean, he's
And-
strong.
And
He's
you
a
know
great
the
talent.
one thing, guys, that y'all was surprised about almost with LSU too? Alabama's secondary is not that good.
No, he's got some holes.
I'm surprised at
He's got
that
some-
because it's like, what's going on in the SEC, man? Dude, Rick, what's happening, dude?
Good. Look, and look, before we A&M goes down to Miami, and the Aggies.
But Miami's
do you
good,
trust,
Rick. Miami is
Do you
good, too.
trust Jimbo Fisher
Miami
in
is
some
good,
big
though,
games
dude.
and even not so big games?
Miami's
so
good.
Lance Guidry, former McNeese
Yeah.
coach, takes
Yeah.
his defense at home, and they end up beating the Aggies on
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah.
And
Miami's good, Rick. Miami's
they're a
got
good
some talent,
team.
man.
They're a good offense. So
Look.
you've got the Tide and the Aggies losing. I don't trust A&M.
I don't either. I don't
But
either.
Alabama, down Alabama,
Nick's going to fix that problem. I
the
promise.
critics, are throwing dirt on Saban and Alabama.
Are you
They're throwing-
serious,
Yeah,
Rick?
they are. I mean,
Now, as long as me and
the
you
era
and
is
I've been
over.
doing
Some
this, Rick,
say. The era is over.
Rick, that's good TV. Okay, Rick, come on now. That's good TV. Nick Saban is using it as poster material. Okay?
So
Okay.
you don't believe the
Okay.
Longhorn players when they're yelling in the
I think-
cameras? The SEC ain't
Are
ready
they-
for us.
Rick, are they
We're
crazy?
coming.
Are they crazy?
Let them come. Texas needs to show they can
serious?
do it week in,
Consistently,
week
Rick.
out, in longevity.
One game.
One
Okay?
game. I agree.
This is
I agree.
the most down
I
I've
agree.
ever seen Alabama before. In all the years I've watched Coach Saban coach there. This is the one year that I've seen them. It's like, whoa, they're down, Rick. I mean, where are those superstars at? You know what I'm saying?
Think about
that
this.
you have the names.
You already mentioned one name. The last 4 Alabama quarterbacks.
Watch what I'm saying now.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Remember Jalen Hurts?
Do I?
Tua.
Yeah.
Mac Jones.
Okay.
And now Bryce Young.
Okay, you missed one.
Who?
Philadelphia quarterback.
Jalen Hurts. That's
Jalen
what I'm
Hurts.
saying.
Okay, Jalen Hurts.
All 4.
Yeah.
Starting.
Yeah.
In the NFL.
NFL, Rick. Rick, that's a good
That's
point.
his last 4
And
quarterbacks.
Rick, look.
And he's got a young guy named Miller.
And the thing about it, people. And
Huge
Rick,
guy. Huge.
the Bama fans and people around that state, man, Tuscaloosa, Rick.
Huge.
The standards, Rick, there are bar none in any other place around the country. And you know that, Rick. If you're not winning 10 or 11 games, Rick, you have not had a successful season in Tuscaloosa. That's just the way it goes down, Rick, there, man. And Nick,
if LSU, Brian Kelly, if they can get it together, which I
they
think
better
they
get
will,
it together, Rick.
The West is for the picking.
Rick, it is.
Alabama's
Rick.
going to be down.
It is,
Alabama's
Rick.
going to lose some
Now
games.
look. Now
I mean,
LSU
they're not
gotta-
going to have a losing season.
Now look. LSU got to realize too. We can't get 2 losses before Bama.
Oh no, you're right. No, you're right. No, you're right about that.
We can't, Rick.
No. And we'll preview
Man, we
the
can't.
Mississippi State
We
game.
cannot
on
get
Thursday.
2 losses before
Let's
Bama.
get on some Moneyball. Your favorite subject, money, right?
Oh, my goodness.
LSU awarded a 10-year contract extension to women's basketball coach Kim
Yes.
Mulkey. $32.5 million. She's making about $3.2 a year. Highest paid
Don't
women's
think Coach Mulkey's
basketball
going to
coach.
coach for 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
But
I don't-
that's the contract.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to coach for 10
I
years.
did a little
though.
poking around with some media reports. In the 21-22 basketball season, women's basketball at LSU generated $880,000, meaning they
Okay.
cleared $880,000.
Right.
Their expenses, $7.6 million. Now, not the championship year. You figure
Right.
the championship year they made a little bit more money.
Right.
They didn't make $7.5 million.
Right.
So they're in the hole. I mean, Kim Mulkey, the budget's in the hole.
Okay.
Is she worth $3.2 million a year, $32 million? Is she worth it? I asked that question somewhat rhetorically, sir.
I will say it by taking a picture with the lady and my granddaughter. Most definitely.
Stop dropping names. Of course she's
Most
worth
definitely.
it. You know
Okay.
why?
God, Rick. Come
All
on
that,
now, Rick.
all that social media,
Look.
all that national media attention. The ESPYs was a love fest for LSU.
Everybody, all
for
of her girls are
Angel Reese
superstars
and
now. They're
I
superstars.
can't see me.
That Rick, they
You
have
can't buy that kind of PR.
They have more PR and advertisement money going through that women's program than you can believe. This
Ever.
is what was mentioned at the game with people that I had a chance to talk to that sits on the executive board. I'm not going to call any names. They said, is it Nebraska or who was it had the women's volleyball game that seated 92,000?
Nebraska.
They said, don't be surprised if Nebraska is not the only school that does something like that. This year.
Interesting.
They said this year.
Interesting.
Do you think Kim
Put
Mulkey
a
can feel that
basketball
stadium?
court in the middle of Tiger
Do you
Stadium?
think she can feel it? I'm saying yes.
I don't know about that.
I'm
but
saying
anyway.
yes. If not,
Look,
she could get a hell of a lot more than
it's a lot of money to play for a women's basketball
It is.
coach. Now, did you twist Mulkey's arm to get her here on Sound Off?
I
You
turned
got
it a
to
little
twist
bit.
that
I
arm.
turned
man.
it. I talked to him with a good conversation. She said, guys, it's busy, but I'm coming.
We can do 2 hours with
God,
Kim.
dog,
All right, we're
couldn't
running
we?
out of time. Joe Burrow, highest paid player in NFL history, the LSU legend. $275 million.
You have
making
the worst
55
game
and
ever.
the worst game of his career. You know he is 1-5 against the Cleveland Browns.
No.
And he's got a winning record against Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
know.
Go figure that out. $55 million a year for Joe
Cleveland.
Burrow.
Cleveland.
The Browns open up the coffers to, and they rightfully so. But rightfully so.
No.
Next
that-
year,
that's
next
not
year
even a
it could be
question,
somebody
Rick.
else. Next
That's
year
not
somebody
even a
else
question,
will beat
Rick.
that probably.
That ain't
you
even
know?
a question, man. Yes.
Brock Purdy for the 49ers. Would you pay Purdy $280 million to beat Burrow?
Yeah.
I might. No, I'm just kidding.
That dude.
We're out of time.
Brock Purdy is a horse.
Gidry, Sarah,
Always,
check us
guys.
out Thursday night on CBS Lake Charles at 10:05. We'll preview all.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at L'Auberge Lake Charles.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.